Blackout650 Gaming here, and welcome back to Forza Horizon 3. So today we're going to be starting on a new car. Helps if I'm actually in the game though. There we go. Alright, so I've already figured out what car I want to do. And you're probably going to think I'm crazy, and yes, I am aware of that. Well, you might not think I'm crazy, I don't know, you might have the same idea that I do. So we're going to go, and we're going to use a pickup truck. Now, as we know, in the past, that has not gone amazingly well. That was one of my least favorite vehicles I ever did anything to, was the Ford F-150 Raptor. And I'm not looking for a Chevy, I'm looking for a Ford. Oddly enough, we're going from a Ford F-150 to a Ford... Hold on. Yes, we're getting the Ford, hold on. There it is. F100. F150 to an F100. Alright, so you might already have an idea of what psycho nonsense I'm attempting here. Rather than something that will actually drive, you know, like a vehicle should. Sure. This is the kind of vehicle. It should be either red or black. Anyway, rather than having something that might actually handle in general, we're just going to go completely over the top. Like complete psychotic nonsense. And we also get to sit through some lag, even though usually when I have NVIDIA optimize its shiznit. It optimized itself, I forgot. God damn it. Yeah, the quote-unquote optimizing it does is total bullshit. Anyway, so yeah, look at that. We have what appears to be a single, what is it? I can't remember how you classify carburetors. Barrel. It appears to be a single barrel carburetor, which means the air and fuel go in one hole. Wow. But hey, it's still a V8. It's ridiculous. Jeez, they're running a V8 on a single barrel carburetor. Okay. And apparently it is a lot of work to put the bed of this truck down. Tailgate of this truck down. Whatever. Wow, that was so much work. So I'm hoping I could put the blower in the hood, because that would be awesome. Alright, so now that we've got our vehicle, let's take it for a test drive. But before I actually take it for the test drive, I'm gonna restart some stuff. So
Hey, Sausage. I've heard a lot of good things about this driver.
we'll
I think we should try and get
humor
them to sign up
this
to your lineup.
lady.
They're on the move, so I don't have an exact location. Somewhere in this area.
Shut up. Alright, so yeah, I'll be right on back. Let's try that again.
sausage. There's another driver who'd be perfect for your lineup.
Alright, I'm back. It seems to be running a little bit better now. It's also not raining, so, you know, whatever. So let's take this out for a bit of a test drive. And before I do that, let me actually, just to make sure that we don't have a bunch of lag, let's go, let's teleport here. So, the day this video comes out, the Hot Wheels DLC will actually be coming out. So, sorry I'm not doing a video on that, but I mean, you know. Damn. But yeah, there's not a whole lot I can do. I will definitely be doing a video on the, oof, that was a great chip there, huh? I will definitely be doing a Hot Wheels DLC video, though. Assuming, you know, it actually functions when it comes out. Because, yeah, that seems to be one of Microsoft's favorite things to do. They seem to just love to, you know, hype something up and then release the wrong thing. What's that? Oh, it's that thing. It just looked really weird. Yeah, so, you know, when they released this game, when they released this, they actually ended up releasing just, like, the update thing for it, I think, something like that. And so I think we pre-ordered it, and then when it came out, it didn't work at all, so that was awesome. Didn't work until the next day, at least, I think. I don't remember, it's been a while. So, we'll see. I think they did the same thing with something else. Forza 3 related, Forza Horizon 3 related. I am still a little crappy right now. Like, my sinuses are still completely useless, and it still feels like there's, like, shards of glass or perhaps sand trying to escape. Which is awesome when you are trying to talk. Alright, yes, I am aware of that. So let's go right into this first. Let's see what we can do. We can take off the bumper, which we'll do. No, I'm just not gonna say anything about that. I assume take off the bumper. That one we'll leave on, I think, just because reasons. I don't know. Then this, I think, adds a tire. Y'all. Which amazingly takes drag off. Somehow that reduces drag by having, you know, this big wheel here where there originally was nothing. Yeah, that makes sense. Whatever. So we'll go with that, which apparently is everything. I can't do anything to the hood, which is depressing and shitty, but we'll go with it anyway. Alright, and then the engine. What can we do engine-wise? We should be able to put a freaking semi-engine in this thing. We can do a 6.2 liter V8, an 8.4 liter V10, or a 6.5 liter V12. So, the usual suspects. As always, 6.2 liter V8. And, you know what, let's do twin turbos. Oh damn, changing it up a bit. We're gonna leave it rear wheel drive because we don't need sanity. Alright, we'll actually stop there and we'll try this out. Actually, let's not waste the free shit. So, never mind. See, how much horsepower do I have right now? 542 with 542 foot-pounds of torque. So, let's make that 552 there. Up this one. Up this to racing. Max out the exhaust, which was not much, apparently. Yeah, sure. Well, we'll go with that. Let's try and go for, I don't know, maybe 750. What was this? 721. Alright, didn't do that. 750 horsepower seems reasonable, right? I mean, you know, compared to, like, the Demon. 751 works. 760, though. It's a nice round number. Let's go with that. And then forget everything else. And just, you know, do a little bit of that. Then the brakes. Max them out. And then the suspension. Yep. That looks normal, right? Now the reason the acceleration and launch are getting crappier and crappier is because as I do this, it it should be decreasing weight, although I don't know that this had anti-roll bars to begin with, so this should probably be adding weight, but you know, whatever. So see, now that I add some weight, everything improves because there's more weight on the rear tires. I'm not going to max that out though. And then we'll even do this, even though it was having issues with weight before. It doesn't really make sense. It's Forza, just go with it, man. Once I do the tires, it should get a lot better. What did I do with the clutch? Did I max that out? Okay. For some reason, I thought I only went up 1 with that. This we will leave as a sport, though, just to give it some, I don't know, with a certain je ne sais quoi, what the French call a certain, I don't know what. Well, let's see. Yeah, we'll go with the race ones. And then the front tires will widen up a little bit. And then the rear tires, man, those are still fairly skinny tires. I think we will do different rims, however, in the same style. I know exactly what I would like to use. These are totally the same. I'm just kidding. Obviously. There's these. Maybe not, I don't know. That's actually kind of neat, the way it has the two contrasting colors. Contrasting? That doesn't sound right. I actually kind of like these. I might go with those. The ATS Classic. You know what? Screw it. Although... yeah. ATS Classics. Go with them. We won't make them any wider. We already did that, and so that's it then. Wow, that was quick. Okay. Yes, I am aware. So I guess we'll just do some fine-tuning of everything then. Let me drink some water real quick. Refreshing water, fresh from the city of Detroit. Actually, I don't know what city, or I don't know where the water comes from. It's city water though, that's all I know. Which would suggest Detroit. Let's run through at least 3 filters here. Alright, I really wish I could turn down the crowd. Let's look into that. Can we turn down the sound of the crowd? Sound effects. See what that does. Ah, it didn't work. I don't know what sound effects would be then, because this is still making a bunch of sound too. It would appear we have no other option. I can turn the microphone on. I'm not going to do that though. Well, that's depressing. Oh well, whatever. Save and continue. Yes, I am aware. I appeared someplace. Don't give a damn. Alright. So let's give this thing a bit of a drive. It's already, like, angled somewhat. Before I do anything, actually, why don't we... Let me just show you what my plans were as far as the suspension goes. I'm just gonna start with that real quick. Yeah. That looks normal. See that horn? It's actually almost fitting, probably. Oh, that's magnificently stupid. I love it. It'd be amazing if I could hear the car over the sound of the people screaming. I hate crowds of people. I really do. I'm really just not a people person. Just that was kind of neat looking. Which probably isn't great considering, you know, I'm doing YouTube stuff, but you know, whatever. Alright, now I can actually hear this. Hold on. Whew. Well, okay. Yeah, I'm not used to turbocharged cars like this, really. I don't generally do V8s with turbochargers. I don't really like the sound. Okay. There we go. Now we should be far enough away. And now there's a train going by. Awesome. Ooh. You can faintly hear it burbling. That's a great sound. Well then. Very nice indeed. Shut up! Oh, that was depressing. Really? Alrighty then. Well, let's try and actually take it around a corner without, dying. Whee! You can definitely tell it's a little bit lighter. I didn't want to do that though. Screw you. Yay. I just love this lag so much. I'm so glad they took so much time and effort into making this game. Just the other day, actually, it crashed while I was going into the festival on the Xbox. Anyway. Oh, shit, there was a bump in the road and it threw me off course. Oh, and if you haven't noticed already, I changed my license plate from I'm late to Blokot 650. Blokot. Sounds like it should be Russian. Blokot. Da is Blokot 650. Da. Moving on. Alright, well, oh boy. I think we should probably kill that person. Soften up the anti-roll bars on the back and front, mostly on the back end though, which is not going to be in there. Let's try that. Oh, and decrease tire pressure. And we can bring that more towards, actually just bring the whole thing more towards acceleration, but as we get further, or possibly farther, I don't know, we'll do that. We'll go with the basics of putting this at negative 0.5 and also negative 0.5, and again this stuff. Actually the rear is really soft, so let's just soften up the front a bit. Let's soften this up too, because when it, like I said, when I hit that corner I went freaking flying. The rebound probably a bit stiff, but soften that up a little bit. Brakes towards the front. Those two. And let's lower this a little bit so it's less likely to lock. Actually, I prefer having the deceleration higher. My theory with that is the rear end will kind of lock together under deceleration, making both back tires have the same amount of breakage coming in. I don't know if that makes any sense whatsoever, but whatever. Right. Seems a little bit better. Feels a little bit more stable now. You might notice, again, I do not have the camera on. I don't know, I just really haven't felt like using the camera. I don't know why, it just hasn't sounded like fun. Oh. Alright, I just now came up with the next video. Because I have a couple stories to talk about now. And it has something to do with A, Ford, and B, that particular color. Anyway. Alrighty then. Well, this is probably going to be a shorter than usual video, but I kind of thought there was more you could do with this thing. It's definitely a pretty badass looking truck though, I think. I like old stuff like this, so. Then again, when you put a 6.2 liter V8 with twin turbos in it, it kind of becomes less of an old truck and more of a what the hell is wrong with you, why kind of truck. Definitely like the way it sounds though. Yes, indeed. I'm still kind of considering doing something with the the Daytona Charger. Alright then, well, let me get into the fancy mode. Get nice pictures. Actually, you know, a little bit of what I used to usually do, and kind of left for some reason. A nice burnout picture. There we go. Excellent. I don't remember. There it is. Alright. Cool. Well, yeah. Hold on. I gotta change something. Hold on. Focus. That did absolutely nothing. Whatever. Well, again, this is probably a shorter episode than usual, but don't mind me breaking my neck slightly. There's nothing wrong with shorter episodes, right? Helps me, and it's not bad for others, you know. Anyway, well, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and, you know, be prepared for the next one. I'm sure you can probably already guess what I might do next as far as paint, since I seem to have a thing for flames, and this is essentially a hot rod now. Maybe I should have left it naturally aspirated. Doesn't matter. So yeah, if you did like this video, why not go to the outro? Yeah, go ahead and leave a like. If you didn't, then don't leave a like, and I'll see you in the next video.